About 60 board members, participants, family and friends of the Maryland Senior Olympics attended the 2012 Hall of Fame inductions and awards ceremony. Among food and fellowship, 7 awards were presented honoring selected individuals for their service and dedication to the Senior Games. Executive Director of the Maryland Senior Olympics, Ted Roth, opened the ceremony before citation awards were given, presented to those individuals who have contributed significant time and service. Longtime athlete and supporter Reginald Greer was honored, as was Henry Dahlin, current chairman of the board. Ed Lanehart, Dahlin's former elementary school teacher, presented the award.
He feels older than I do. I was a physical education teacher, so it's another avenue of me to compete and camaraderie with people from all over the world.
Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield was given the Robert G. Ziegler Service Award for their contributions to this year's Olympics. But the real stars of the ceremony were the Hall of Fame inductees. Board Commissioner Bob Eichenberg was part of the panel who chose this year's winners.
We look at the poll and just determine, who is a little more acceptable than some of the others just because of their length of service, what they do for the board, national reputation, for instance. A lot of different factors enter into it.
Upon her induction, Barbara Martin couldn't help thinking of the wake-up call that led to her competing in the Senior Games.
In 1990, they told me I had quadruple bypass, and so I got through that successfully. And then I decided I needed to exercise, so I went down to the Y and started swimming, and someone down there said, why don't you do the Senior Olympics? So the first year I did 1 or 2 events, and then I've been hooked. It's a wonderful feeling to be rewarded for all those years of participating. It's great.
Don Joy, a 30-year participant and the most competitive inductee, was still quite shocked to get his award.
It makes me more proud than I ever was. I never thought I was going to be honored such a way, but it's great to feel that way.
Accepting his award, George Huson said he could finally settle a score he's had with his wife for years.
The clincher on my discussion was that my wife is already in her College Hall of Fame, so I've caught up with her. I just enjoyed activities that I've been involved in as part of the Maryland Senior Olympics and the National Senior Games.
In closing, Mr. Roth thanked Baltimore City Recreation and Parks and the City of Baltimore for making 2012 another successful year.
We couldn't have done it. There was so much planning, so much communication with the athletes that takes place to be doing it. Been a big help.
And the goals for 2013.
Just to make the games as noteworthy as we can, as you say, audience participation kind of thing. Everybody's happy about what happens. It really works out well for us.